Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Another episode of Tiny Rogues. Man, oh man. I think I have the audio a little bit better this time. We'll see how it plays out. What in the world is that cascading across my screen? What the... Let's try this again. Oh, it's the shooting star, the comets. The shooting stars continued on into the next screen. I've never seen that happen before. Interesting. Alright, this run, I'm feeling a little int-ish, a little inty. Want to get my int vibes going. And of course, we're back in the Cinder game, my brothers and sisters. It's spooky out here. Cinder 3. I'm low-key terrified, but it is what it is. We move. I start with tried and true keys. I just feel like it's the correct vibe. 10% increased damage bonus from mana per max mana. 2% slower mana degen rate per strength or dex. That won't matter because I'm gonna get my little mana degen explosion, and that's gonna be the end of that chapter. You feel me? If you're new, welcome. If you're back, hello. Great to see you again. Great to hear from you again. Great to see all of you in the comments. Speaking of the comments, great to know that I'm not the only person that knew the pain and suffering that is the NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend you try it on like an emulator. I don't think Nintendo's ever gonna put it on their little Nintendo eShop virtual console thingamabobber because of just like how diabolical and dastardly it was. I would think that if people played that on their little eShop thing, they'd get mad and unsubscribe from virtual console. They'd be like, this is awful. Why would anybody subject themselves to something so terrible? Don't want any of these. Get this already, and we're off to the races, my friends. Yeah, that TMNT game, just why, dude? Why subject your wonderful, loyal Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle loving fans, who are mostly children, I assume, to something so crazy? Looks like a powerful hero. Alright, well, I'm motivated, I suppose. That's great. Let's cook. Yo, and right now, I saw this Steam is having a stealth sale on stealthy games. I love a good stealthy game. I think Splinter Cell is one of the most fire experiences ever. I loved Metal Gear as well. Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Even my dad beat those. He didn't play through 4 because it was basically just like a movie, and he was like, what are we doing here? When do I get to play the game? But I will say, when Splinter Cell came out on OG Xbox, I was tight, dude. Because it was peak time with me and my friends about, like, console wars. I had friends who were diehard Nintendo heads who were like, PlayStation's garbage. And then when Xbox came out, I had friends who were ready to jump on the Xbox train. They were fully Microsoft out. Also, saying that my friend was Microsoft sounds really bad. Just dawned on me. Just pretend like I didn't say that. This is like a better version of what I was using before, so yeah. Yeah, when Splinter Cell dropped, I was pissed. I wanted Splinter Cell so badly on PlayStation. And the big thing at the time, if you weren't there, all the young whippersnappers who were watching this, it was like these kinds of like shadows and the stealth tactics can only be done on Xbox. It's like not possible on PlayStation. And you better believe my friends rubbed all that shit in my face. Oh, your weak little PS2 can't handle Sam Fisher and his shadows and tactics. Why do I only have 1 HP? What's going on here? Is this a... Am I gonna lose a Cinder 3 run? Holy. I need to be paying more attention. But yeah, I was tight about it. I really wanted Splinter Cell. So when, you know, push came to shove and things moved along, I was really excited to have Splinter Cell on PlayStation and then also have Splinter Cell on PC. The Splinter Cell PC experience is so good, and I'm sad that we don't have a new Splinter Cell game. I thought it was a complete disservice and slap in my face when we thought that a new Splinter Cell game was coming, and then we found out that they're just adding Sam Fisher to Rainbow Six Siege. Because though that's cool, how dare you? That's like the biggest tease of all time, dude. We want the real Sammy Fisher. Don't play with me. Damage to attack speed exchange. That's gonna be a no from me, big dog. I want this. But I will take this just for the security. The security is gonna be nice. Can I get some boots? This is for range. I'll take boots. Yeah, see? I'll take some dusty-ass boots. That works for me. And I'm also broke. This is an interesting run. Cinder 3, but I'm in the throes of poverty here. I'm on a fast track to being powerful, but not quite there yet. I can see the vision. You know? You gotta believe. It's the one thing that I've always... Druid Bible is not bad. I'm gonna hold that until I'm ready to sell it for money. Really, when it comes to tiny rogues, it's all about belief. You gotta believe in yourself, even when you have a stinky run, even when you have stinky weapons. You can go back and watch some of my old videos, and man, there were times where I had weapons that did such little damage that it just like was so taxing mentally how much juking and dodging that I would have to do. And the runs ended up being like 45 minutes and I was only on the 6th floor. It was insane. I love an event. I love an event. I'm sorry, I can't turn it down. I need money. I'm so broke, but I love an event. What can I say? Toady Scroll? Not my favorite. Not my favorite at all. Okay. We move. A little bit of health. I'll take it, because this is an okay weapon. This weapon's fun. The range allows me to do my favorite thing in the world, which you know is play coward style, so no complaints there. Where are you? Yes, yes, come to the middle, so I can stand back and be a coward. Never once was I at risk of dying. I love it. And I got more HP. Yes, I would like to proceed. Thank you. Still running Diablo, by the way. You know, I thought that I would have completely given up on it, but I've fallen back in love with Rogue. The interesting thing is I was playing Rogue, and I was playing Twisting Blades Rogue, and I was like, I'm getting bored of this. So I changed to a ranged Rogue build, and it ended up costing me like 5 million gold just to respec everything. It's insane. If you want to respec in that game, you've got to take out a second mortgage on your house in order to respec. 15 gold to the Goddess of Sin. I don't have enough gold. I would think you would just like take it in blood if you needed it that badly. Yeah, it cost me so much to respec to range. And then when I respec to range, I was like, this is worse. I want to go back. But in order for me to go back, I would have to get like all new gear that I could put all new attunements on and all new aspects and have god rolls and then have all the gold to re-roll my Paragon points. It's just so much. It's so much work. So I was like, here's what I'll do. I'll re-roll during the season a rogue again, and then I'll just have them have the attributes that I've wanted all along and pretend like none of this happened. Ha 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 ha. And that's how it's been so far. Not bad at all. What are we doing here? Crit? No, no. Plus stam boots? No, I'm good off that. I'm good. I'm good. And also, I really, really enjoy the constructive criticism about the sound, and I like how you guys are trying to be kind about it, of like, oh yeah, it was a great video, but like, I do miss the music, which is like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, turn the volume up. I appreciate the kindness. And yeah, installing this and doing it all on a new computer, I overlooked the fact that I would have to recalibrate my sound, and we're getting there. We never give up, you know? Not what we do around here. Not quitters, ever. But I thought about it when I was doing Cinder 15 and 16 Megadeth. My god, I was I was literally going to sleep at night, or like getting in the shower and thinking like, God damn, am I ever gonna beat Center 16? What am like some of those runs are just punishing. Which makes you, if you now know that I was thinking like that about those runs, think about how stressed out I am over the future of Tiny Rogues and how much more difficult the game is about to be. And I know Benji's just like hearing me say this and just cackling to himself like a diabolical evil leader. And you know what? It's your game. You can do that, but still, shame on you, bro. Like, it's... I love a challenge, but it seems like this game is about to be nuts. In the best way possible, though. I also want to say that. I love a great challenge, and I love discovery, so... And I love that you're all going to be here with me, figuring it all out. This is teamwork, after all. Alright, here we go. Ooh, if I had dot tick... that would interest me, but I don't. You know, I have one thing I wanted to bring up. I have more friends now than ever who are thinking about, like, changing careers, getting into something different, just going down a different job path, and I really respect that, is what I'm trying to get at. A lot of people who are just like, yeah, you know, I've been at this company, been working at this place for like 8 years, 7 years, whatever. I'm just over it, and I want to try something new and apply for a new job. That is amazing. And I'm always very supportive of friends and even family who think that way, who are like, I just need something new. I think that's brilliant. So if you have people in your life that are looking for something new, the one thing that I will say to you is hear them out and support them. Because what they're going through might just be a little too much, you know? It's never too late for a fresh start. I'm not at that point in my career, but I will say I understand. Because some days at work, oof. You won't know. Everybody who's watching this, you know. Some days at work are just like, oh my god, am I on like a hidden camera show? This can't be my life. This can't be reality. So yeah, when the people I know and love feel that way, I go, dude, I get it. I get it. Yo, his shield is so OD. That shield that he puts on just eats damage. Holy smokes. Harp? So pleasant. Oh, got an update about Oppenheimer as well. So, talked to Grace yesterday. Shout out to Grace. It was Grace's birthday also. Grace, if you're watching this, happy belated. I already told you this. I already told you happy birthday on your birthday, but I'm gonna say happy belated here. So maybe people in the comments will tell you happy birthday as well. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Do I even have a yellow weapon? I do. Okay. Give me the Weddy. Thank you. So I was talking to Grace yesterday, and she's like, yeah, so, I know you're going to see Oppenheimer later, just so you know, there's, like, a gratuitous sex scene in Oppenheimer, and I was just like, what? Like, never in a million years would I think that there would be a gratuitous sex scene in a 3-hour movie about the building of the atomic bomb. What kind of sense does that make? Just like, let that rattle around in your peanut for a minute. What kind of sense does that make? A gratuitous sex scene in a movie about the people who built the atomic... Hey, yo. Doubles crit chance for 1 room for 20 gold? Are you insane? 50% more bomb radius perm? That's good. Permanent double invincibility time after taking damage? Ooh. Yo, you got some good... You got some good selections, my boy. Isn't this like some weird form of cannibalism? Or like betrayal of your own species? Like you're a fish, you're trying to sell me a dead fish and a tuna over here? Like, why are you selling out your people, bro? This is dark. I'm out of here. It reminds me of, a buddy of mine got married before the pandemic at Monterey Bay Aquarium, which was awesome. Like, just such a cool idea. And like, he's getting married, and because he's getting married in Monterey Bay Aquarium, as we're walking around, it's at night too, so all the different tanks are lit up and you can see all the different fish and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, this is really cool, it's really awesome. And then they like serve us the food at the wedding, and it's like fish, you know, and like lobster, or no, fish and oysters on the half shell, and I was like, this is kind of mad dark. Like, I'm watching fish, and the fish are watching me eat other fish. Am I sick for thinking that that's like a real twisted, dark scenario that, like, should be investigated? Like, why do they let you do this? Why do they let us do this, you know? I have no armor, so I'm gonna go for this. But yeah, while I was slurping down them oysters on a half shell, I was like, this is mighty delicious and mighty sad. Ooh-wee. Energy saver, no thank you, my brother. I'll take you to sell them. Also, pawn shop, top 3 room in the game. Thank you, Benji, for bringing us this glorious delight. Alright, here we go. I have plenty of money. Give me a helmet. Charles, my helmet. Yo, the deeps. The deeps with static blows, crazy. Please don't nerf static blows, just buff everything else. Yeah. Please don't nerf on static blows. I'm still on phase 1, dude. See, static blows is not OP. I'm still on phase 1. God, killing him so slow, bro. Static blows might need a buff, Benji. You see this? Oh my goodness. More damage. Have it do chain lightning. More damage. Egg helmet? Nah, I don't need the armor. Eggshell helmet is pretty cool, though. And one thing I really like about this game is all of the items that Benji has added that are related to other games that he likes. Like the little homage pieces to other games. I really like that. Or like homage pieces to different creators and stuff like that and people who play his game. I really like that. That's not a subtle plug for me. I genuinely like that. Especially early on in a game's life cycle. It's really cool. It's very inside. And, you know, you could erase all of it when you go to 1.0. You can do whatever you want. You could rename it, but it's cool to give the recognition to the people that are around. Alrighty. We love a crit chance. We love glass cannon. We love a crit chance. I think I'm gonna go crit chance. We love a crit chance. Do I have a reroll? I don't. Pathetic. I like crit chance. I like seeing the red on my screen. The bloody red. Like the stain on my soul. Give me that end, dude. Ooh, ooh. Dodge legs still on me. Still fastened securely under me. What to do? What to do? Do I want to upgrade this? Like, screw it, bro. I wasn't planning on it. But, you know, I'm going to get some money here. Do I go here? Do I do it? I'll do it. Magic weapon. Hey, let's get it. Yo, what do you guys think about these NPC live streamers? Every time I see a video of one of these NPC live streamers, I think that, like, brother, we have lost our way. Every day we stray further and further away from God's glory. Like, what's the meme? Like, and I'm not hating on the NPC live streamers. I'm not at all. Get your coins. Get your money. Do what you gotta do. The bills are gonna show up whether or not you're doing these NPC live streams, right? The bills are going to show up either way, so do what you got to do to pay for them. But man, again, this is like my dark creeper episode. To me, it's just so dark. I don't know. I think there's something dark and creepy about paying people to, like, do stuff like that. I don't know. Is it just me? Am I weird? Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Re-roll me, please. This is an empty tavern. Where's all the people? Where's the party? Illegal gun parts. I could have used you in the last run, you piece of garbage, when I was trying to do Maxi B. You know what? I'll hit Santa. Santa, you never let me down, bro. I love you. Oh, there's a good question to ask you guys. What, as a child, was your experience like with Santa Claus? I'm interested to know. What was your Santa experience like? Do I take the attack speed? It's actually really good. Am I done leveling? No, I have one more to go. Ooh, attack speed is a good choice. Yeah, what was your Santa experience like as a kid? I was just recalling, as a child, one day, I just, like, figured it out. I don't remember what my thoughts were, but I figured it out. And for, like, all the kids... Oh! For all the kids out there watching, right now, I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you. I figured out... Damn. That Santa can actually get to all of the houses in the world in one night. He's very real. And he can do it. And I asked my mom, I was like, can he really do it? She was like, yeah. And I was like, I freaking knew it. I knew it, dude. People had doubts. Talk to them. Talk to people. They have doubts. Phantom Steppers, greatest boots in the game. Next to Lemon Pepper Steppers, my personal favorite. I'm gonna go Phantom Steppers. The Quiet Boys. Shout out to Santa. What was your Santa experience like? What was one of the coolest things you ever received for Christmas? Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, what's something similar? I like finding out about similar things. I always remember the Christmas where I got PlayStation 2. One of the greatest Christmases ever. Christmas 2000. Shout out to the year 2000. Year 2000. Was it 2000 or was it 99? Because I remember Dreamcast was $99.99. That was the big marketing push. But no, yeah, I think it was Christmas 2000. And my mom went to Target. She told me the story after I got it. So I opened up all my Christmas gifts and I was like super happy. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, I got all kinds of cool stuff. And my parents used to pull this thing on me where like, after I would open up all my Christmas gifts, they'd be like, all right, get all your wrapping paper that you've like thrown all over the place like a ravenous animal, and gather it all up and go like throw it in the dumpster outside. And then when I would come back in the house from doing that, there would be like a one last thing, like a Steve Jobs Apple surprise sitting there waiting for me. So I come inside, I'm like, oh my god, what is this box? And in my mind, I knew what it was. I was like, oh my god, I got PS2. So I opened PS2. Super excited. I got Madden 2001. I got Tekken Tag Tournament. You guys know I've said it a million times. I'm a big fighting game fan, so I was hype. Super hype. And with me being super hype came my mom telling me the story of how she procured my PS2. And she said she was in line at Target. They had some number of PS2s. Let's say the number was like 20. My mom was number 21 in line. They didn't say that they had 20. When they opened the doors up, they counted it off. And they basically told my mom, like, oh, we only have 20, you're number 21. Like, sorry, lady, like, beat it or whatever. No, I don't have a key for this. Do I blow it up? Nah, I'm not gonna blow it up. And they were gonna tell my mom to scram, right? Kick rocks. And there was a couple in front of her doing the old cheese move that you do. Husband and wife both get in line, both get a ticket. And they gave one of their tickets. I don't think the charm is worth it. They gave one of their tickets to my mom because they were like, we're here to get one for our kid and we're also here to get one for our neighbor's kid, but we're just gonna tell our neighbor that like, oh, sorry, we couldn't get one and we'll give it to you. So they gave my mom one, and because of that I got the last PS2 at Target. And yeah, that is my PS2 story. I was super hyped, and whoever those people are, I hope you're having the greatest life ever, because PS2 was amazing. It was amazing. It was a time, dude. PS2 had everything. And my neighbor, he was so salty. He wanted PS2 and I wanted PS2, and his parents got him Dreamcast for Christmas, which at that point had been out for like a year. It was like old hat. And you know, like parents back then who don't know anything about video games are like, oh, what's the big deal? It's a new video game console. Yeah, it's not the PlayStation, but it has video games on it, so you can play it. He was like so salty and literally came over to my house on Christmas Day to play PS2. Can you imagine buying your kid a game console and they're like, I'm gonna go across the street to my friend's house on Christmas Day? Because they're like, thanks, Mom and Dad, this isn't what I wanted. He was salty. He was very salty. Shout out to Rob Jose. He's not gonna hear this, so I can shout him out. But yeah, that was probably my best Christmas encounter. Either that or when I got my Dave Mirra Haro 540 Air BMX bike. I miss that bike so much, and I had so much fun with it, and it was actually really poor timing me getting that bike, because I got that bike for Christmas like a year before I started driving, before I got my driver's license. So like, I was big into biking, and then there comes a time where you get your license and like riding a bike just doesn't matter anymore. And it makes me sad to think about it, because my parents ended up selling that bike and it had such little wear and tear on it. It was pristine, man. I loved that thing. And it didn't even get any burn. Makes me feel sad. I can't benefit from either of these. Help me. Yeah, I miss it. Also, didn't Dave Mirra die? R.I.P. Dave Mirra, man. Holy shit. So many of my childhood heroes gone. I was so into BMX, so into Dave Mirra. Again, guys, it was a time. You had to be there. The extreme sports era, when X Games was X Games, when it was at its peak, bruh. You just don't know. You just don't know. You had to be there. When Tony Hawk's Pro Skater took over, cut up the land, you know, took over the land, took over the world, you had to be there. I don't think I attack fast enough to man fight him. You know, I do good damage though. That's bad damage. Shadow Stepper's really buying me a lot of time. Look at how much damage. Ooh. Give me this too. Give me some of this. Add some corruption stacks on there. Oh baby. Did I almost die? What's going on? Smooth run, ladies and gentlemen. Smooth run. Open my gates, man, and play my music. Another successful run. Sender 3. I posed a lot of questions for all of you, so I hope to see a lot of responses in chat. I gotta tell you, one of the highlights of my week is reading all of your comments and replying to them. So much fun, such a good time. And I'm here for you like you're here for me. These two doors are locked. Only thing left to do is to take a sip of the stinky ichor, and that marks the end of the run. Oh my goodness. I love this game. I have so much fun playing this. Wizard. Int. When we go int, we go stupid. I broke my rule though, because I didn't buy glass cannon. And I usually always just go completely stupid and get glass cannon. But Wizard is a great time every time. I'm approaching 1,000,000 souls. I'm gonna hit 1,000,000 souls before the patch hits. Benji, you're on the clock. Anyways, love you guys. See you guys soon. New videos every other day. You know who it is. Yeah, it's KB. You know me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.